Yannick? Danik, how are you, Danik? All right, come over this way. Where's Mom and Dad? Look over there. Okay. Danik, would you please step this way? I need you to do something pretty important for me, Danik. All right. You see, we like to limber up and make you kind of agile and live. Can you please put both your hands on your knees? Just, yeah, like that. And just take 2 steps forward. One more. Actually, just put your forehead on this post here. Yeah, very good. Okay. Now, a question that I get asked all the time is, are our weapons dangerous? Are they fake? You're about to find out. And now, to demonstrate the killing power of this Italian windlass sword, happy birthday! Hey! Oh. Okay, apparently the gods of fiduciary responsibility and liability are calling down the thunder right now. Okay, Danik, just stand up. Just stand, take 4 steps back. Don't worry, you're not leaving yet. Since we can't use a human head, we will use the next best thing. A pineapple. All right. So.
SpongeBob?
Yes, I'm about to kill SpongeBob. Yeah, I'm more of a Ren and Stimpy guy, but anyway. One of the points I have is for safety. We do try to practice safety. We are bound to get broken fingers, punctured lungs, cracked ribs, maybe a few concussions, but we don't want that to happen to any of you. So you see this white retaining rope here? Don't cross that rope. We have photographers in here who are fully insured. No. And they're allowed in this no man's land. However, if I'm wearing about 80 pounds of armor right now, some of us are up to about 110. If the 2 of us hit this rope and we start going, gravity takes over, and you will have what is called summer teeth. Some are in your mouth, some are over there, and some are over there. Or, if it happens to you, you might be in a state of peace. There's a piece of you here, and a piece of this through a piece of that. So just stay behind this white line, because, well, these things are actually a little bit lethal. Who's hungry? Where's Danik?
Whoa. It's not food safe.
I eat it. All right, where's Danik?
Put it back.
Danik, come on back here. Anybody picking on you at school? Cobra Kai! All right. I'll just hold on your hands. You're going to take, no, both hands. Here's both hands. You're going to take it up, you're going to size it, both hands, and chop! Oh, one more. Give it one more. Whoa! A big round of applause for Danik, please. All right, let's clear this pineapple off the field, and we will now begin as our first fighters take the field. Tiny Taratina, who do we have? Tracy and Dan will now take the field. I'm going to pass this mic over to Sir Shane the Silverback, who had his armor bit him back.
Oh, I'm fine. My armor, unfortunately, took a bigger hit than expected. Yeah. Our marshal today will be Sir Jason. What Sir Jason is doing right now is he's consulting with the fighters. Safety first. Each fighter has different armor, they have different weaknesses. Some of them have bad knees, some of them have bad elbows, some of them have carpal tunnel syndrome.
Some of us are in our 40s.
Some of us are getting old. So we want to make sure that everybody stays friends at the end of this. So Jason's job is to both keep the fighters going, ensure that they fight safely, and keep them in line. If you hear hold called out, hold is a word that we use to keep them to stop immediately. It means something horrible is about to happen with a capital O. Something unsafe is about to happen. We will also call hold if someone strikes a lethal blow, one that would end the fight.
Position, please. Very good. Fighters, salute this crowd that has joined us today. They have donated to our cause, and we salute them.
Now, keep in mind that the fighters today are on the Bill Gunn Memorial Tournament. So at the end of the tournament, you will have the opportunity to choose the champion by clapping or cheering for the fighter you think has put on the best show.
To honor, salute them now. Very well. Fighters, ready on my right! Dad, are you ready? Tracy, are you ready? Yes, Marshal. Lay on!
Now, you will notice that Dan is fighting with a smaller buckler-type shield, which he's got strapped unusually. Now, you saw that Tracy took a hit to the helmet. The reason that the helmet is so thick is because the head is a beautiful target sitting up there. A blow to the helmet may not necessarily injure your opponent, but it will scramble their brains and let you work in another technique. Now, these fighters are wearing chainmail. Chainmail is great armor. It's flexible. It breathes far better than full plate. Oh! Look away, children, look away.
Don't try that. Fighting. March, please. One final pass. For all the glory. Fighters, lay on.
Chainmail is armor that you can start making yourself if you're interested. You can come speak to us over at the South Tower booth or after the fight.
Oh!
Hamstring.
Hey, Dan, you're pleased with both your internal and external morals. You're not walking off of my field. Very well. Fighters, salute the crowd. Crowd, what did you think? Please, Marshal, who is next to my field? Mike and Mark.
Now, question for the audience. What does it mean to say that you're armed?
Wearing armor.
Exactly, you're wearing armor. It's not that you have a weapon. If you are fully armed, you can get a weapon. There'll be plenty of them lying around. When a knight is in his armor, he is considered to be armed. Now, let's talk a little bit about this type of armor because there seems to be a bit of a helmet issue back there. So, the helm protects the head. In this case, you can see that we cover the eye sockets. This is not period, but it is for safety's sake. Underneath the helmet is the gorget. That protects the neck. The neck is a primary target for getting someone out of this mortal coil because it's got squirty stuff on one side, squirty stuff on the other side, and breathing stuff in the center. On his shoulders are pauldrons, sometimes called spalders. Curious. You ready to go? All right. Fighters, I hand you over to Jason. Oh, you want it back?
All right. Fighters, to the central ring, please.
Now, Mike is just starting out with this group, but he has been training for some months, so he is currently a little under armor. So in deference to that, the rusted Ravager is not going to attempt to saw him off at the legs.
Oh, you will.
I hope.
Just going to keep coming at you. Hit him hard.
Now, you'll see that the Mike is working with a two-handed blade, or a hand-and-a-half blade, sometimes called an arming blade. There are no real words for swords through the ages.
Mike, are you ready?
Because the language mutates over time,
Then
you'll find a
fighters,
broadsword has
lay
6 or
on.
7 different definitions, depending on what century you're talking about.
Oh! Footwork.
You get it? Good.
Fighting in the mud, the blood, and the beer. Footwork is important, gentlemen. Fighters, are you ready? Yes, Marshal. Then lay on! On, rookies, get him! Oh! Very nice. Very nice.
Came right in through the armpit.
All good.
One more pass.
One final pass, gentlemen. Yes, Marshal. Very well. Ready on my right. Ready on my left. Lay on.
Oh! Cross against the helmet, but the helmet's not going to stop it.
Keep fighting, gentlemen. Oh!
Okay, hold it right. You pulled it out, huh? Gentlemen, salute your opponent. Salute the crowd. Next two fighters. The assassin is taking on the stallion of Stag End. Matt is our instructor in sword and shield technique. So while we're talking about this, elbow cocks, band braces, gauntlets, knee cocks, greaves. Now, underneath all of that metal, Matt is wearing a garment called a gambeson or an accoton, which provides padding. Chainmail is great for keeping you from being cut, but it is terrible for reducing impact. It spreads
On
it,
my
but
right.
stop it.
Dame Jenny. Sir Matt, are you ready? Then lay on.
Now, this is going to be interesting because Matt likes to get close and grapple, and he has a free hand. If he has a free hand, it means he wants to put something in it. That is going to be Jenny or Jenny's sword. Oh!
Fighters, ready on my right? Ready on my left? Lay on!
Now, some of you might think that grabbing your opponent's sword is not fair. I will remind you that this is a sword fight and fair does not enter into it.
Oh!
Oh!
Nice tip work, Jenny. Right in the gooligans. Ready for one final pass? Yes, Mark. Lay on!
Oh!
All right, fighters, please salute the crowd.